I want to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS and citations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So yesterday, right, um, I was in the car with my demon, and we was out going to get something to eat or whatever, and she asked me a question because somehow, in some way, I believe it might have been on the radio, but she brought up something that was going on in Ukraine. I mean, not Ukraine, Gaza and Israel. She mentioned something about a hospital being blown up, right? So she asked me a question. She was like, "Do you think that there will be war in America?" And immediately I said yes. And I explained to her why I said yes, but try to explain it in a very short way, man, because women, man, you talk about things like that and they go off to La La Land. To La La Land, right? So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, if you really look at it now, I didn't get into anything spiritual with her. I didn't say, through the spirit and the power of the Lord, the Most High is going to bring destruction by way of nuclear missiles. I didn't get that deep into it with her because, again, women, they go to La La Land. You know what I'm saying? But, lately she's been getting like for an example, she had a dream of nukes. So I think that's what, brought up the would America go to war type deal. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I immediately said yes. And then I kind of told her, again, in a short version, why I believe America's going to go to war, which I know why America's going to go to war, because the wickedness, the Lord's going to destroy this place to bring in his kingdom, right? Because when you go into Ezra, the scripture says, that which is sown in wickedness have not passed, and if it is sown in wickedness that have not passed, then how shall the kingdom come? So I stuck it, worldly with her, and I told her, I said, America will go to war. I said the reason why it's kind of difficult for them to go to war with America is due to the fact that America is on a different continent. I said, but if you really considered it, if America was in the Middle East, America would be at war if it was in the Middle East, but it's on a whole different continent. I said, so that causes problems. So that takes a lot of planning, tactics. You got to be strategic with it. And I gave her an example of it. Like, for an example, right? Carthage, what they call themselves, Carthagins. I believe they're called like Carthagins or something like that. But Carthage, when Hannibal took the soldiers by way of sea to go fight against the Roman Empire, they, even though they beat the Roman Empire badly, right? The Roman Empire really got, done in, their military really got done in by Hannibal. They had a minute amount of soldiers after beating back the Roman soldiers, but also they ran out of resources. And guess what? They will have to take a ship back to their land to get resources. So when you're not at war, like close to your land or in your land, it takes a toll on resources. Shit, it even takes a toll on your army. Like, for an example, if you ever watched the Scorpion King, right? Well, if you ever watched the Scorpion King, remember when the Scorpion King was at war, and when they was walking, when they lost, they actually lost, and when they lost the war, they had to like walk back home, and when they was walking back, they didn't have the resources to take care of his soldiers, so they was dwindling from the heat, exhaustion, dwindling from thirst and starvation, and it was only the Scorpion King left. So when you go to another nation without enough resources, you're gonna tend to get screwed over. And he was screwed over, because what happened with Africanus is that when they went to go get Africanus, which was an old general during that period of time, he got on a boat, took his soldiers, and went to Carthage and started slaying the people in Carthage. So with the lack of resources, the lack of military can cause you to fall greatly. So when these nations go to war with America, they have to be strategic, they have to plan, and they have to make sure that they have enough resources in order to go to war. And that's what the Lord is doing. And like I said, there's events that's taking place right now that's going to lead to America going to war with these nations, whether China, Russia, and ultimately it ain't no whether, nothing. The Lord is putting the spirit on them to go to war. So ultimately, I kept it short with her, and I explained that's the reason why, and in a carnal sense, for her to understand. I'm like, that's like somewhat the reason why. And you got to understand that they have nuclear capabilities. So one thing about the U.S., man, you bag the U.S. a corner, and they tend to use nukes. They tend to use weaponry to destroy much and many. So, but I want to grab this scripture real quick in the book of Joel 3. Right? So, Salakia, bear with me for a second. Bear with me for a second. So this is the book of Joel 3. It says, Joel 3 and 9, it says, prepare ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. So will America go to war? Yeah. That's what the Lord is preparing for. The Lord is preparing for this place to go to war. The Lord is preparing for this place to be destroyed. Right? And events are leading up to this place being destroyed. A lot of people are going to get wiped the hell off the face of the earth. And I'm not talking about during nuclear war. I'm talking about just, militarily wise, boots on the ground. A lot of people are going to get wiped out, because you're going to have a lot of these people, that's going to get drafted into this war with no type of experience, no field experience, no boots on the ground experience. These people don't have none of that type of experience. And like I always bring up, that movie Tomorrow War is a perfect example of what it means to just draft in people that have no experience. Hey man, you watch that Tomorrow War, everybody that was sitting over there ended up dead, man. A lot of people that they sent over there in the future, or whatever the hell it was, they was getting wiped out because, one, they didn't know what the hell they was going into battle with, who or what. So they got wiped out. So when look at these American people, man. Really take a look at these American people, and you tell me, is any of these people ready for war? These people ain't ready for war. Nobody here in America is ready for war, man. Them Russians over there, they ready for war, man. Them Russians are ready for war. Them Chinese, they ready for war, man. Them Asian countries are ready for war, man. This is what they prepare for. This is what they do their thing for, is to go to war. Right? They be over there training like no other. Yeah, America, hey man, these people, when they go shoot a damn gun, they shooting a gun for fun, man. They shooting a gun just to enjoy the anxiety that it brings them. Hey man, these people over here in these nations, man, when they shoot a gun, they shoot to want to kill, man. They shoot to want to put your ass in the ground. Especially you American people. Right? But you got these nations threatening this place with nuclear attack, man. These people, burning the U.S. flag. What happened to America being that once great nation? So that's an example to show you that even great nations fall, man. Slowly but surely. Right? So again, Salakia, not to mean to get off topic. My whole point in this was to, answer her question, right? Which I did very quickly and very easily to be understood. And like I said, was a spirit on me to give her some scriptures and go into the Bible? The spirit went on me for that. I didn't do that. Not only did I not do it, but I knew for a fact that, these women, they're not really spiritual like that, man. Even women who call themselves Hebrew Israelites, and know the name of the Lord and everything like that, they not spiritual like that, man. Right? For them, it's ultimately, man, come down now. It really come down to monkey see, monkey do. You might have some sincere women out there, but I mean, how rare would you come across that? You know what I mean? So, again, I just kept it short and sweet for her. If it was a man, I probably would have got deeper and, went into scriptures on it. Went into, the upcoming war, World War III. Went into Revelations like 14:11, Joel 2, Joel 3, and other scriptures that refer to this place being destroyed with a man, but not really with a woman, man. Because I know every, brothers have experienced, you trying to talk to your woman about something and she gets distracted with something, that's nonsense. So it's not really for them to listen and or take heed, man. That's why the Lord have set men out there to teach this word, right? But yeah, like I said, that's all I wanted to say on that one. I'm gonna say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, the ones, the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work. And truth and sincerity, I like to say Shalom.